Yeah, so I think I might be the lesson of what not to do. Actually, this is my home church. I grew up attending this church. And by the time I chose SPU, I went to SPU because it was a Christian school. But my faith was at a pretty rough place. Like externally, I think I presented as, I got the answers. I'm doing the Christian thing. But internally, I was pretty far from God.
Similar to Annie, I grew up in the same church like my whole life. It's like multiple generations deep into that church, and was just really well known in that community. So moving across the country and coming here, especially during COVID, it was hard to make friends and hard to find connection with people during that time.
Right, because you started in fall of 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Masks and online classes. And we couldn't be within 6 feet of each other. It was hard.
I think it's God's grace that I ended up in a community like SPU, because my big rebellion my freshman year, just to tell you a lot about me, is that I stopped going to church. I wasn't going off the deep end, but I'm not going to go to church. Which I think I felt the lack of connection with God during that time.
But something super important that was helpful for me was going out to actually serve and volunteer. In my first year, actually, I think serving or volunteering, whether it's at your local church or some community organization up the street or somewhere on campus, is actually a great way to find almost like this instant community, because you have the shared experiences of serving with other people. But also, it's really a great way to learn about whatever it is you are serving or volunteering at, to learn about what they're actually about.
So I think for me, what was most helpful was finding a community that I could consistently connect with, and moving here, I thought that I had it all figured out. Again, I grew up in the same church my whole life, and I was like a theology superstar in my youth group, and I got here and I was like, oh, normal people don't think that.
That was actually super helpful for me, and so going out and serving and volunteering, and being a part of something, to both, of course, find community, be with people, share some experiences, but also learn about, this is actually who I want to be or want to be part of, and it's really helpful to shape you to who you're becoming, who you want to become.
Well, my first year was kind of a year of peeling back the layers and really just, God is gracious. He met me in that, and being at a place like SPU made me still feel carried in Christian community, even while I was kind of really figuring out a lot of things. It was kind of a messy year, so.
It's just like the people that so I thought I had it figured out as soon as I got here. I was like, actually, I don't. So for me to find people to consistently connect with and talk about faith was really important for me. I was really lucky to be in a church that prioritized discipling young people, and so I was able to connect with a mentor, and that was really, really helpful.